Today we're going over our top 5 worst anime of all time. Got up first, man.
Man, this one's gonna be crazy. Y'all gonna hate me for this. Berserk 2016, man. Look, I'm a Berserk fan. I really love Berserk, man. I've read the whole manga up until the point where Kentaro Miura died, and I just can't do it. Like, that animation is so bad, and the storytelling, especially the part they chose to animate for the actual season, it's like where he's kind of just on a monster hunting spree, so like there's not really much story being told. So all you're watching is all these CGI skeletons getting hit by this big old block of CGI.
Yeah, I didn't finish it because of the CGI.
Bro,
you know me. So.
That joint was not even a PlayStation 1. That was a PlayStation 1 cutscene.
PlayStation 1 cutscene is crazy.
That is how bad that looked, man. I have never seen CGI that bad for a show that's hyped up. You know what I'm saying? Like if it's like a show that people don't really know about and they give it bad CGI, I'm just like, okay, I get it. Small fan base. But I'm like, Berserk is one of the most popular like series of all time.
I heard they're making a new one though.
It's fan animated. The fans literally was like, that was so bad. We gotta do it ourselves.
Oh, okay. I thought they were actually making one. I guess.
Yeah, I mean, you're not wrong. Just the fans are making it, and it actually looks pretty good. So
okay.
That's how we going, man. But what's up? What's one of yours, man?
I'm gonna have to go with Tokyo Ghoul Season 3. So Tokyo Re, man, the cop stuff.
Piss them off.
They literally skipped so much in the manga.
Yeah.
Okay, let me start there. They skipped so much in the manga.
Thanks.
And I didn't know what was going on. I actually had to go back and read the manga so I could fully understand what I missed. And it made me so mad because I did not know who was doing what and why he was there.
I think what made it worse to me is that as somebody who read the manga, the way they did it in the manga was also a little confusing, but then they just made it like 10 times worse. And they skipped over like a solid like 50 chapters worth of content that would have been able to explain like how he ended up there.
Yeah.
So I feel like, yeah, they definitely just dropped the ball on that for Tokyo Ghoul, man. And season 1 was just so tough.
And then yeah, season 2
it didn't make any sense.
And then like it just kept going down,
yeah.
down. You know? So
on me, Tokyo Ghoul was our Chainsaw Man back in the day, but they ruined it, man. That's a really good one. But this next one, I know y'all didn't watch this joint because this joint was low key under the radar. My boy's not gonna like me for this, but it's Orient. Yeah, okay, here's the thing about Orient. It's one of those shows where it has a very generic like premise. Like it's not like a show where they're really doing anything new that you haven't seen before, but they're just way too generic about it for me. And the animation budget was just super low. You know what I'm saying? Because I know you like the show a decent amount, but I would not recommend that to anybody.
I mean, I wouldn't recommend it to anybody either.
You recommended it to me.
Well, I also wasn't a crazy anime person back then either, though, so I can't really.
No, I hear you. You hadn't really watched a lot of anime, so I can see how you had more tolerance for like the themes that it had. And I like the cool parts where it was trying to be cool. Like I did see what you saw. Instead of someone who's watched so many anime, I was just like, ugh.
Brother, Fair enough.
You know what I'm saying?
Fair enough.
Just don't even go find out what I'm talking about. Just take my word for it. What's up with your next one, man?
I'm gonna have to go with I got a cheat skill in a new world or in another world. I don't know which one it is. Yes,
yeah,
I hate it so much. Like obviously the first like 2 episodes, gas.
Honestly, yeah.
And then after that, it was just about him pulling girls the whole time.
Bro, and he's like got infinite riz just because, but he also somehow had no aura.
And then what made it worse is
it
that
was
like,
terrible.
Then we finally get progressing through the anime, and they finally show a fight scene. It's just straight CGI at that point.
On me, man.
Like
it was really like the most basic isekai premise I've ever seen.
That was for the girlies, man.
That's not even for the girlies.
Oh,
I feel like he was a character where like they really want you to believe that he's just that dude, but like they're not showing you anything that makes it make sense, right? Because like he was low-key working like regular human beings because the premise is that he can go back and forth between the isekai and the real world. So I'm like, you out here like about to shoot fireballs at human beings, like that's not aura. Like regular bullies, by the way, not like real criminals. I was just like, you're just OD, like it don't even make sense. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
like
I didn't see him struggle like once.
Facts.
And
they
on
didn't
top of that,
focus on one world or the other is what I didn't like. You know what I mean?
yeah, and I just found that he could pull any girl, even his teachers. So
Now that teacher has to be studied.
Yeah,
They gotta call the cops on her.
wanted him.
She was wilding, y'all. But yeah, that one was just, it was way too generic. That one was bad. And dang near every respect of the word. We just were like, you know what? We started the show and it was pretty good that first episode. So we were just like, maybe it'll just turn around. And we just kept waiting and it just never happened. Why did we make this video? We're giving 0 recommendations in here. But this last one, man. Oh man, this one came out like maybe like 4 or 5 years ago. Okay. It was the sickest CGI fest I've ever seen. I know you don't like CGI, but like you don't understand what bad CGI really is until you've watched Handshakers. Okay?
Yeah, tell me about that, man.
Boy, that was ass. Yo, that was the worst show I've ever seen. It was like a Kirito clone, right? We got the Kirito from Sword Art Online in here. Mm-hmm. In a world full of like the most janky CGI ever, bro. Like, you ever play SpongeBob on PS2?
Which one, man? It was
that game had better animation than this show.
Ooh. Yeah, that's not.
Look, man,
that's not good,
bro. Like they would have these like little agents or whatever. They'd be chasing him, mm-hmm. and they'd be like, "Stop! Stop!" It looked so bad. Honestly, like it was so bad. People were watching it just to like admire the ass. Like, wow.
People do that a lot.
You know what I'm saying? Like, this is crazy levels. Like, y'all just, because usually people use like CGI to like cut corners. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, we don't want to fully animate certain scenes or certain like big monsters, so we gonna make it CGI. They just cut everything, bro. The budget must have been like $5. They just bought the assets, and they were like, all right, man.
I'm gonna need someone to be in the comments and let me know how Handshakers really
bro.
is.
Out of everything we just listed, I ain't gonna lie, Handshakers has to be the worst. I can't even tell you what the story is. It was so bad. And I have a great memory. I can tell you about all these other shows we just talked about. Handshakers? Nah. That joint was terrible. Basura. Okay? I wouldn't wish that on my worst enemy. The CIA probably uses that to torture people. Y'all let us know if y'all have any worst animes that are worse than the ones we just mentioned. And other than that, man, we'll catch y'all. Peace.